Okay. Just making sure I have everything set here. Discord is going to be a little bit... Alright. Okay. Well, my timer messed up by just a little bit here. But that's okay. That'll just mean that they have an extra 10 seconds or so. Okay, so exciting start here. What are our generals today? We got cherries, bosses. What else do we have? Top 3. Max HP. Lots of generals today. So, we have... Making sure I have the order correct here. Flesh into Velgris, and Frank into Campanella 3. So what do we have for Velgris? We have 50 coins at once. And, okay, there we go. Win the bonus game. So Frank is going to be going for either 0s or 100s. It's looking like 100s are the play here. Oh no! Missed one enemy there. That is going to make the bonus game just a little bit more annoying. Level 1 cleared in Velgris already. Hey, Canvas. Hey, Cherry. Nobody going for the Mooncat center square. Alright. Flesh with an early checkoff on holding 50 coins at once in Velgris, immediately dipping into Campanella 3, so... Probably going to get sniped here by Frank, even with one wave missed. The bonus game is still relatively consistent to get all 50 points on. Assuming that Frank is able to continue knocking out the enemies here. I'm realizing the problem that other casters have been having with keeping the bingo sync up and like being able to monitor the whole thing. The website is just a little bit weirdly organized if you want to half screen it, so it's best to full screen it. oh no. Oh no! Frank took a death on the boss, so if Flesh is able to clench out this early wave here, that is really tricky. Or that is going to be like a really big snipe. And if there's one thing about bingo that I have noticed from watching all of the other folks play bingo, momentum is really big. It's one thing to be playing defensively, but when you're trying to secure a square and it gets sniped, like, that is a really big momentum killer, and you gotta be able to recover from that, so... If Flesh is able to get this, Frank is gonna have a bit of ground to make up here. Oh, this is really exciting already. So no progress towards the generals yet, unless I've missed any of them. We just have cherries, bosses, top 3 leaderboards, and max HP. using this time while Flesh is making an attempt on the boss here. Flesh looking in good shape, 3 waves of 100% and 197, so should have a pretty lucrative bonus game. Just needs to secure the boss kill and then execute on the bonus. Overbold. Alright, Flesh into the bonus game. Wow, Frank just now getting into the boss too, so it is Flesh's game to lose here. One more orange balloon should do it. There we go, that's the bonus game. Just needs to finish out the balloons here, and then we'll be able to check off that square. Very good snipe there. Oh, okay, Frank has noticed this. Where are we going next for both racers? Hyper Contender and Camouflage. 70% or more on Camouflage, any other. I'm not seeing any other, and then Hyper Contender in row 2, column 1. 5 babies. Oh! Yep, there it is, bottom left. Good catch. Yeah. That really was a tough death for Frank. So we'll see how well Flesh knows Camouflage here. I blinked and I missed the first stage. Frank looking in pretty decent shape here for these first fights on Hyper Contender. I don't think there's a gifts goal, but if there was, this draft mode square would be nice progress towards that. Frank looking very comfortable with both Elka and Sephi. Probably my favorite characters to play just because Hyper Contender, I love you, but everybody having their own weird jumps really messes with my brain. Ooh, no. Oh, whoops, let me get... Thank you, Discord. Falling a little bit behind in this fight now. Getting that ring control back? No! Come on, Frank! Meanwhile, Flesh making very strong progress on Camouflage. 4th row pretty quick. We got Minnie and Max, Waldorf's... Yeah. Wow, actually. Hey, Kat. That 4th row, yeah, definitely does look very quick. One of the things that I've definitely noticed with this is that, like, when you're actually playing, it is really hard to be glancing at goals to make a plan while also making progress to something to make sure you're making forward progress. Was that the 5th baby, or was that 4? That was 4, okay. We got one more baby to save here for Camouflage. Another win secured for Frank. Only 2 more to go. Playing very well in this draft mode. This is a really exciting match so far already. Like, oh no! A misstep for Flesh there. But thankfully, with Camouflage, a misstep just means you have to let the animation play out. and then you can undo. And there's our 5th baby. Securing column 2, row 5 for Flesh. So we'll see where Flesh pivots to from here. Are we going Waldorf? Are we going Magic Garden? We're going Magic Garden! Ooh, so this 5th row here has 2 goals that include Magic Garden. So we're going to be looking to save 50 Oppies, beat Congo and Cyber Owls, and then go into Fist Hell. So if we don't see a block here from Frank, and yeah, that will be a top 3. And then potentially a cherry if Flesh decides to go for 20,000. Yeah, this is a really strong start for Flesh here. We're going into Warp Tank here now. Where are we blocking with Warp Tank? Up top? Anything else in Warp Tank? No, I'm not seeing anything else in Warp Tank, so we're going column 3, row 1. Complete the 3 levels in the initial hub room. Doesn't take too long, but positionally speaking, I don't know if this does too much. Right now, I think if you're in Frank's position here, you gotta be pushing to, Ooh, looks like we took an early death on Magic Garden. That's rough. But you know what? Magic Garden's a quick game, so it's not that uncommon to just take a death and need to retry again and get right back into it. I do think Frank is gonna need to start playing some heavy defense here. Starting to snag some gold potions, increase the Oppie spawns. One more level to go for Frank. Yeah, it's so wild looking at just like the 3 squares that are claimed right now. And while it might only be 3 squares, the position of those 3 squares means a lot. You've got a diagonal threat coming in if you want to choose that. Like, it's only 1 square on the diagonal, of course, but getting the corner squares means you can threaten the diagonal, the row and the column. Has 2 squares of progress on that bottom row, and then 2 squares of progress on column 2. So if I'm playing defensively right now, and obviously I have more information than either of the 2 racers have right now, but I'm hoping that Frank here pivots into Waldorf or Magic Garden. We're going to block Koala, though. Block Koala, where are you? Am I missing Block Koala? Oh, there it is. Beat 5 story levels at the top. Frank very much playing his own game here. Maybe looking to push a bingo of his own. So it might just be a race to get a bingo rather than actually having any defensive play going on here. Yeah, we've had a really exciting start so far. We started off with Flesh going into Velgris, and then Frank going into Campanella 3, and Basically, there was a death in Campanella 3 that allowed Flesh to both get the 50 coin start on Velgris, and then dip into Campanella 3 and snipe that square from Frank. So that was a really rough start for Frank. But Frank is still trucking along here, making some solid progress. Flesh definitely has a very good position on the leaderboard. If he can just secure this Magic Garden square, we definitely have progress towards girl power. Yeah. The progress towards camouflage is definitely a really good bonus for Flesh here, too. We got 10k points! Gonna mark off that square, I assume? Okay, we're gonna leave it there. So that checks off Magic Garden there. Okay, Flesh notices this. Are we going into Ninpak? Ninpak! Yes, perfect. This is really good defensive play now. I do agree, could have gone for the cherry, but I can also respect wanting to get the KO here. Flesh pivoting into potentially threatening somewhere else now. Maybe assuming that Frank is going in for the defense. Only one marker? Yes, everything is lockout. So if one person claims a square, the other player cannot claim it. If that's what you're asking. Oh, you can do more than one goal at a time. Was there another goal that was missed? Because, ooh, we're into Campanella 2. I'm excited. I love Campanella 2. Yeah, top 3 leaderboards. We do need more, right? Oh, enter a top Thor. No? Yeah, if that was top 3. That was. Oh wait, no, that's 3 separate arcade leaderboards. Yeah. I thought I misread it first, but no. I might try streaming these matches specifically at a higher resolution next time. I usually stream in 720p just because, like, I don't usually need anything more than that. But since reading text is probably pretty helpful, I might start streaming these matches specifically in 1080. So this is interesting here. Flesh going for the other corner. For a moment, I thought I had my, things mixed up here? But no, yeah, Flesh is going for the corner, and now... Oh no! Oh wait, was that 5th progress? Yeah, okay. So, Frank is now pushing towards getting girl power completed here. That's what it is. Probably looked at the Ninpak, took that early death and realized, you know, I'm not feeling Ninpak today. Which, you know, sometimes games that go well for you sometimes just stop going well for you. And so whether or not that was the case there, I can't speak for Frank, but I can definitely respect dipping out of a game. Oh wow, you're right! That absolutely would. I didn't even notice column 4, row 4, or row 3. Yeah, if you're going for one of those goals, you really should go— Oh no! Flesh taking a really unfortunate death there. Campanella 2 is definitely one of those games where it is really easy to just take that extra hit and just die. That is rough. Campanella 2 moment for sure. We're dipping into Porgy now. What is our Porgy goal? I've been so invested in just watching... Okay, this is an HP upgrade. So that is 1 HP upgrade. I should probably put something on screen for this. I'll keep that in mind for next cast. I don't want to be messing around with stuff because I'm like so glued to the action right now. 2. Flesh did get 1 earlier. Thank you. So we're going into Minion Max, we're probably going to get an HP upgrade here, and then also save the brainwashed mouse near the portrait. And now into Fist Hell! 6 waves in the gym is Cat. Now this goal is tough because Cat has low power, which makes the waves take longer. You'll notice how many punches we have to throw out here just to get past. She is so cute, though. The girls in Fist Hell are very good. Meanwhile, in Minion Max, we're getting the potion. What upgrades are we going to grab? We need the gravity bracelet. Alright, there's our HP upgrade, so that should be 3, I believe, if I've not miscounted. Meanwhile, 3 waves down. Still pretty high on HP. Frank doing a great job of minimizing damage taken here. You're gonna take a few chips every now and then, and that's just kind of bound to happen, but... in pretty good shape to take the girl power square here. This is one hell of a song to come up. Maybe I'll, sort through the UFO 50 playlist and keep more good vibes tunes in the list. Rough hit there, but thankfully... Okay, we're grabbing... I'm like jumping back and forth between both of these games so much. Thankfully, Cat has a lot of HP. We are now on wave 6, but we just have to make it through this wave. Pretty decent makeup, just needs to get rid of this fish. Low on HP. No! Dead on wave 6! No! That is so rough! Oh, okay. Interesting. Instead of going for the gravity bracelet, Flesh opting to grab... I don't think this is gonna work very well, because you can't get up onto the portrait there. You're gonna have to find a way up. I think you just need to grab the gravity bracelet. Oh no. This is gonna be a little bit awkward. Oh my god, you know what? I respect this play. This is good, this is good. Are you going to be able to deal enough damage, though? Because saving... yeah, I was not familiar with this tech. I've found my own means of traversal in Mini and Max, but I'm loving this. That's one of my favorite things about the Bingo League, is that you learn a lot. However, getting up onto this platform might be a little bit awkward if you... Oh, no, okay. It's allowing grabbing that again. There's like 4 or 5 upgrades right here on the portrait. So even when I don't, like... This is an extremely personal thing, but... I kinda like grabbing the upgrades there if I can help it. Yeah, I do agree. There's so many good upgrades right there on the portrait that I just love grabbing every time I start Mini and Max. If I have, like, any reason to want upgrades at all, I like grabbing those. Gets you, like, glove level 2. Now needs to hit with a lot of these blocks. Ah, oh, dang, survived until wave 5. This is a tough race. I definitely agree that row 4 is looking pretty lucrative, but actually, wait, right. I'm silly. Flesh is making progress on that right now, still. We're going to lose the feeds for just a sec. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, we're good. Okay, there's a lot more blocks over there to throw than I thought. When I was learning this goal, I was only looking to the left here. And I didn't realize there was just like this entire stack of like 10 blocks over here. Gosh, this thing has a lot of HP. Okay, we have enough. That should be saving the brainwashed mouse. Yeah, no kidding. Nice job securing that square. Okay, we're gonna go into Elphazar's hat to increase our HP again. Gosh, if Flesh can get this HP upgrade and then start making progress, or finish up that HP upgrade square in 3 more HP drops, it looks like. Hey, Quirky. This is going to be a really strong position. It already is, but with that column 3, row 4 square, that is threatening a bingo on row 5, a bingo on row 4, a bingo on column 2, the bottom left to top right bingo still, like, while you only have 1 square towards it right now, that's still a good position to be in, and another thing that Frank is going to have to defend against. Okay, we're on wave 6 again, here on Frank's side. Okay, should be 4. I'm assuming... Yep. Going into divers, are we just gonna buy... We're gonna level up once, right? Red stick, yeah, there you go. Oh no! Did we lose it? Oh no! No, that's so unfortunate. I feel for this, because I remember my first time through Fist Hell, going for the gift even. There were so many times I would get to wave 8 or 9 with, 1 one of the power characters, and I would just barely slip, so I am absolutely feeling this hell for the gym. Yeah. Okay. Forcing encounters. See an enemy? Nope, not quite enough. Shoutouts to the encounter timer, allowing you to just chill on an enemy for a moment. My instinct... Oh, there's the level up. So that should be 5. Yeah. I'm saying that was 5 out of 6. So going back into Campanella 2, I'm wondering if, Flesh actually forgot to pick up the HP upgrade earlier, or doesn't think that he did, and is now looking to do that in here, or might be just pushing towards one of the other Campanella goals. We're definitely not going for 6 power-up items, otherwise we would have probably gone for the red cave on the first area. Hey, Ori. Alright, back up on wave 5. HP looking a little bit low again. I'm like very intently watching both screens here. I don't want to look away from either. Two eyes, two screens. Perfect. Thank you, Cat. Oh no! That is a really tough hit to take on Campanella 2. 4 damage hit. Fitting music. Hey, we got it! Whew. Alright, back into Block Koala. How many stages did we have done here? I see 3 on screen. Okay. So we probably need to complete 2 more. Yeah, no, it is definitely 3 stages because we're in story mode. Block Koala is definitely one of those that I'm, if I'm ever going to participate and not just be a caster myself, oh no, big hit. Down to 1 HP up here on Flesh's side. Nail-biting situation to be in, no matter how comfortable with Campanella 2. It is extremely easy to just take a stray hit here or there. Through the burrows, though. Anyways, I interrupted myself. Block Koala is definitely a game that I'm going to need to brush up on some of the early game puzzles. We're into the woods. Why did we Blender explode? The world may never know. Teleport to the woods. Hey, Anthony. Yeah, it's not the same. You can't do the same boss repeatedly for a goal. Oh, and I guess Rotundo isn't a boss. I probably need to double check the rules document then. In fact, let me make sure I have this right. Bosses. Campanella 2, final boss. Yep, you're right. Good catch. Okay, we're into Waldorf. Blocking off... Oh! This is a huge block. If, yeah, 3 even. Like, Flesh might not be specifically pushing for the diagonal, but it does block the diagonal. We got 2 kills. That was Propeller and Beach Ball. So we need, oh my gosh, what do we need right now? Why am I spacing out on the last one? Harpoon, thank you. No shop early. Resetting for the Harpoon one more time. There was a match last week where somebody was going for this goal. I don't quite remember who it was, but just had the most horrendous luck in resetting for the last of the 3 implements they needed to take out the squid. To the point where it was just kind of a meme at that point. Okay. We want to see a Harpoon. Okay, we have the Harpoon? Now we just need to wait for another squid to come by. Misses with the Harpoon! Oh no! Thankfully not going to be losing this goal. Yeah, and Flesh playing some fantastic Campanella too. Managing to... Nope! Why did I open my mouth? Oh no! Oh no! Yes, Kat, that was definitely your fault for pointing that out. Honestly, I feel like if you're gonna push for this goal in Campanella 2, you really should also go for the 6 power-up items in one run, and make it just a really slow, steady run. Just secure both squares. Especially if you're not securing that Waldorf's Journey square. Combat Ants, okay. So, fantastic block on Frank's part. Fantastic block. Alright, so we're going to be looking to beat First Blood without shooting, which means you really want to grab the attention of one of the enemy ants, I think. Yeah, you want to go over. I think you need to go further to the right here and get the attention, drag it back to your queen. Oh, okay. Either that or have it start like that. That I can appreciate. Yeah, anytime I've gone for this in my learning attempts, I've usually tried to go distract them myself. But getting a pretty good numbers advantage now, which you definitely need in this game when yours are half the HP of the enemy army. Flesh making steady progress again on Campanella 2, taking a 2 damage hit. Workable, not favorable. Getting a huge army now. If this isn't enough, then no, there's no way this isn't enough. Yeah. Frank, please, go on the offense. Oop, getting caught up in a scuffle there. Thankfully, in a position to be able to respawn. Flesh, meanwhile, in more woods. Alright. So the score now... Let's see, that's 6-6. Still favoring Flesh at the moment. Going into Paint Chase. Beat 6 levels is our goal here. Or... Huh. I guess I learned something today. How was I not aware of that? Well, I guess I've got some Paint Chase learning to do. Down to 3 HP. There's a lot of things that can kill you at 3 HP, so... Flesh definitely playing defensively here. Very, very good board control here on Frank's part here. Hello! Welcome to this very exciting match. It is 6-6 in Flesh's favor, but Frank is looking to take a 7th square. Flesh started out with some very strong board control, but with a few good square takes and one very strong block. Frank has put himself in a very strong position here. Is it enough? It is! Wow. Okay. Meanwhile, actually, never mind, I lied. Flesh secures another square, putting him at 7-6. Star Wasper, are we going for a leaderboard and a boss, I assume? Maybe 2 bosses, even. I've actually not been keeping track of, let's see, what bosses have we fought? Yeah, for sure. Flesh was definitely sinking quite a bit of time into that Campanella 2 run. So for top 3, I was actually playing a little bit of Star Wasper this morning, believe it or not. As much as I joke that this game is S tier for escorted out of my life, it is still a strangely compelling game, and it is also very good for bingo. I mostly joke about that because it took me so long. It took me 8 hours of grinding on this game to get the cherry on it. Okay, moving into Grimstone. 7 to 7. Alright, so there's a boss for... Boss for Flesh. Could force Flesh into the 70% on camouflage but not go for it himself. Yeah, that's a really good point. If you get 4 out of the 5 squares... Frank going full party, yeah. That's gonna make it a lot harder to dodge encounters. When I was messing around with this goal on my own, I kind of wound up combining it with another goal to learn 3 skills. Yeah. For this goal, you probably just want to grab, like, 1 person, maybe 2, and then just dodge encounters the entire time. Maybe take the bedrolls outside of the cave. Yeah, you're right, actually. I don't even know why I said 2. I think I only said 2 because when I did practice, I combined it with learn 3 skills. So this is gonna be... Yeah, this is gonna be tricky. Alright, so that's 2 bosses now for Flesh. We're going back to camouflage. We're gonna hit 70% completion. You're right. If you do go for those top 3s, you do have to make sure you enter them on the leaderboards. Yeah, for learn 3 skills, I wound up taking, I think it was Maria who learned something at level 2, and then Umbra. Get the 2 spells and then level up once. Making steady progress into the cave, though. We're just fighting it out. Am I mistaken? I thought the encounters in the cave were harder than this. It could just be good encounter luck. Okay. Yeah, because now you want to take a death, right? And that's gonna... Oh, geez, yeah, okay. At this point, it would be best to take a death, but with a party of 4, that's gonna... take a while. We're just gonna fight it out. Making steady progress once again on camouflage, picking up all the collectibles. Flesh did, however, skip a lot of things on the early pass through camouflage, so if we're going for 70%, might need to go back. Oh no! Why How is the gator not able to grab you there? Time loss. Time loss on needing to be caught by the bird. Oh no. Opting to reset here. Hey, Sio. Yeah, this has been a really exciting race. Right from the start. We started off with several snipes into a lot of board control from Flesh, but now I think Frank is in a pretty strong spot here. And all it took was that one Waldorf's Journey square after securing Girl Power and Hyper Contender. Flesh does still currently have advantage at the moment, though. It is 7-7, with Flesh having claimed the 7th square first. 50 minutes in. As a reminder, these races stop at 1 hour and 45 minutes. I did have a little bit of a timer mess up at the start, so my timer is likely to be about 10 seconds off from the others. They both started their timers when I said go, though, for starting the 30-second timer, so I'm probably just going to advise them to play until their timer says 1 hour 45. But, you know, it'll be a matter of like 10 seconds and 15 seconds and not, you know, minutes. Doubling back for the orange. Oh no! Grabbed the baby before going for the orange. What are we at right now? Yeah, alternatively, I could just give them the extra 15 seconds if it hasn't been decided by then. Yeah. Each level is what, approximately like 7%-ish? Money collected. Dipping into Bug Hunter now. Complete a job with your energy maxed out. And yeah, Frank now in the lead. With an 8-7 advantage. Flesh very rapidly checking the danger zones here. Honestly, if you're going for the orange, you should just go up and grab it now, probably, right? Maybe just going for the clear now. Oh, I see. Converting it to sand tiles. You're right, you're right. Good catch. It's been a while since I've done the camouflage cherry, and I've only done that casually, so... Camouflage is definitely also on my list of things to learn. Oh no! Right, there... Okay. Somehow the live indicator made me think there was not a crab up there. And I wasn't sure how that other area was covered. Okay. Making more progress. We don't have any cherries on the board yet, last I checked. Flesh very anxiously awaiting... There we go. Okay. So now we're probably gonna go back and check our percentage. Or just head back to the start and start collecting things. Yeah. So it goes. Alright. Making steady progress on more collectibles here. How is the Bug Hunter going? Got some enemies getting a little bit evolved, but pretty decent board state from what I can tell. Not many attacking modules right now, but taking advantage of shift here. To get some crush kills. We are going to be looking to complete this job with energy maxed out, so going to have to gain some momentum here on these bugs. Probably gonna need to pick up another attacking module. This is a bingo race, so the goals you see in the bottom center of the screen are what both racers are rushing to complete. I agree, Spooty. One attack module is very dangerous. Canvas also making a good point. Play the levels you haven't, then go back to the early ones for full completion. Oh yeah, that is... really need more attack modules. I usually wind up grabbing extra attack modules and having less on the move side. I'm no Bug Hunter expert. My streak was obtained purely through a lot of bashing my head against the game until I got a good run at things. This is looking like it might not be enough to grab. You gotta get that egg. $57%. Yeah, okay, resetting on Bug Hunter. Hopefully we see not getting rid of attack modules. Resetting maybe for a better loadout setup. Yeah, looks like that's the case. Trying to get a good starting situation here. Oh, Bombard, yeah, I see. Looking for better modules, too. Oh, Campanella 2, I love you, but this credits song is very funny to me. Oh, Camp 3, you're right. I don't even have my own screen disproving me, you're right. Ooh, rough spot for that energy to land. Does create a pit, so that's one less place for them to spawn. But that is 2 energy you're not grabbing. Opting to drop out of Bug Hunter. Where are we going to now? Valbrace? Giving the Red Knight 5 items. No, back into Star Wasper. Are we making the boss push now? So if I don't believe I've miscounted here, but I think the only bosses that we have here are 2 bosses on Star Wasper for Flesh. Okay, I think I have an idea of how I might want to reorganize my screen for future bingo matches. Right, both racers got one boss in Campanella 3. Actually, wait, no, Flesh did, but Frank lost to the boss and then didn't finish the bonus game. That was right at the start of the race, so I hadn't quite caught all of the general goals yet. So bosses, we have a 3-0 advantage at the moment. Yeah. Ooh. Doesn't get the boss, doesn't get the leaderboard. Taking a moment to think here. Where are we going next? We don't have any cherries on the board yet. Mooncat time? Yeah, Mooncat time! Alright. 3 out of 3 collectibles for Flesh? Yeah, Star Wasper give and Star Wasper take. At this point, I feel like I'm relatively comfortable with Star Wasper, but all it takes is one stray shot that you just don't catch. And that kills your multiplier, it kills all your power-ups. Alright, so here's our first enemy type. Boop. "76% complete. There we go. Alright, Campanella 1, probably looking to grab some high scores here. Grabbing some nice coffee. And yeah, that does block a lot of bingo potential. Well, half the bingo potential. No, not half. A third, because we still have column 4 and row 2 threat. It's kind of funny, we started this match, and Flesh had 3 good bingo opportunities, but by taking the Waldorf square, Frank really cut that off. That's 2 types of enemies, I believe? About to turn to 3? Are we taking the warp? We're taking the warp! Yeah. Frank still has that column 4 threat, row 2 threat, so getting the top 3... Oh, actually, that would be devastating, yeah. If, Okay, that's 4 enemy types? Taking a death. If, Flesh manages to get the top 3 score on 3 arcade leaderboards... then that is gonna be a good block. Yeah, both players are gonna block each other. I'm going to grab my OBS really quick just to make sure that this still shows when I do this. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna set this to stay on top so that I don't lose it anymore. God, this race is really, really exciting. This is my first match that I've had the chance to cast, and I really could not have asked for a more exciting race to start with. Eight to 8, advantage Frank. Oh, right, I should make sure I'm logging the bosses here. We took out the first boss, so that's 4, and it's about to be 5 now. That's 5 bosses. Oh, you're right! Frank did clear Congo. Thank you, Flick. Oh! How did I not know? Oh my god. You learn new things every day. How did I not know about that path in Campanella? It's clearly marked with the hidden block types. Wow, that's gonna make the that's gonna make things a little more consistent. Fighting off the dreaded chairs. I don't know who was awake to see yesterday's bingo match, but the 2,000 point goal showed up and was quite the roadblocker. Okay, was that 6 types? I kinda lost track on, Okay, we're going for the birds. That's at least 5, if not 6. Probably already took out an eyeball, so that should be 6. Alright, Frank now up 9-8. Yeah, I asked that and then I thought for a moment. Rail Heist. Collect 9 total stars. Yeah. There's another shortcut I never noticed. Because I was always so stressed about running away from the thing. Wow, okay. I consider myself pretty decent in Campanella, but there's a lot of knowledge checks here for me. Okay, looks like we're taking the deaths now. Nope, maybe not. Taking down another boss here. So I believe this will be boss number 6. Probably just gonna... Yeah, very clean back and forth on the boss C there. Snagging lots of coffee here. We're going for some murders now. Getting lots of bonus points here. Okay, opting to move out of the bonus game here. I think we already have the score locked up, but or was it 20,000 for the top 3? $15K. Oh no, misses the lever! I have the resource tab opened up, but my screen space has been absorbed by wanting to make sure I can keep an eye on bingo chat. Yeah. And now at this point, just looking to wrap up the boss's square. And the extra lives do allow you to take some deaths to save time, and also allow for making some mistakes. Campanelle is definitely a really funny game in that not only do you gain so many lives, but you lose them just as fast if you're not careful. So having a good stock of lives is helpful, to say the least. Definitely not saying this because I took about 30 lives into the final stage. Alright, there's 7 bosses. Yeah, that was a really good juggle. So now we're gonna take some deaths to get a top 3 scoreboard. And I actually think that's the first entered scoreboard. Because both players bailed out of second? I thought bailed out of Magic Garden before entering. No, it was Star Wasper, which we're going back into now. Frank pulling ahead again, 10-9. Gratuitous chicken violence. Oh no, okay. Bit of a rough start there for Star Wasper, just dipping back into it. It's definitely one of the ones where if you take bad deaths, you can get set back a bunch of times, but it's also relatively quick, so reattempting usually doesn't cost you too much time. And yeah, you can still recover. Just build up your multiplier a little bit and then recover. One thing I kind of love about Star Wasper, words I never thought I would say in my life. One thing I do kind of love about it is that I feel like a lot of people swear by different ships. I am also a fan of the red ship, just because those bombs are so powerful, and the options with the heat-seeking missiles are really, really strong. But I've seen a lot of people... Yeah, I kind of agree with you, Spooty. But I know I've seen a lot of people who swear by gray or yellow. And that score attack run that went through with yellow was really, really impressive. What was it, 10K for Ninpak? Honestly, probably gonna be pushing through for the gold disc on Ninpak. Ooh. Unfortunate death there, but about to hit the point section. 8k, okay. I've got my numbers just a little bit off. Next time I'll have the, my screen layout on my side set up a little bit better to be able to watch everything that I need to. My screen space is, all currently taken up at the moment. Actually, I could just, I believe Frank did not actually put in a score for Star Wasper. Taking our deaths. So is that our 3? Yep, that is our 3. Yeah. And now it doesn't matter. 10 to 10, this is very exciting. So the only general goal left is cherries, which I imagine at this point we're probably going to be leaving alone. Yeah, I imagine you just go for consistent items. Yeah. This could be yet another lead change. Gosh, this race has been incredible. We started out with Flesh very far ahead. And then Frank put up some really good defense, put up some really strong board presence as well. Looks like we're going for some crowns here. Oh no. Frank, stay alive. Frank, you gotta stay alive. The crowns are alluring, but you really, really gotta go for consistency here. I've kind of found that if I'm not specifically going for the crown goal, I don't go for the crowns. It is way too easy to just take extra deaths that are totally unnecessary. Yeah, really, really hoping Frank can survive here. Just jump over the spikes. No! Went for the weave through! Oh, that is heartbreaking. On the bright side, you got a top 3! Not that it really matters. Oh, that's brutal. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, we're back into Bug Hunter. Shake it off. Yeah, you really do. Even if you were going for points, there's, just playing regular Ninpak will get you what you need. Energy module's gonna be a little bit trickier to get right now. Resetting, understandable. Thank you, stranger, but I have no need for this. I do have Bombard, yeah. But resets! Looking for a couple more items here. Yeah, this is looking like Flesh is about to pull ahead. Oh my goodness. Level's about to end, by the way. No, it's not. Heckin' paint chase. Yeah, this is... I am really excited to see how this race finishes. Everything left on the board is just... This might come down to a 4-cherry disc race. Which, we're about 25 minutes away from finishing here. So, that might be a little bit of a tough ask. Yeah, the Campanella 2 square that's remaining is a little bit of a time sink, because you just gotta play safely, really. You go for the red coin, or you go for the first coin upgrade in the first cave. Giving up a bombard. Okay, there's 5 items to the Red Knight. Flesh has pulled ahead and is now jumping into Bug Hunter. This is now a Bug Hunter race. Who is going to pull ahead here? Well, Flesh is in the lead and will retain the lead even if Frank grabs this, but now it is really important. It is very, very important for Frank to clear this out and get this goal. If Flesh gets this square, Frank will have to clear the rest of the board. Yeah, Frank is going to have to make sure to pick up the energy, which I imagine... Yeah, okay, we're doing that. I already forgot which cherry Frank had. Yeah, when you're playing Bug Hunter, you definitely want to make sure that you're replacing modules that you've already used if you have the option. Okay, a good bombard. Fantastic progress. Now let's go pick up some modules. Good. Okay, then we're gonna... Surprised we didn't get a shift before that. Yeah, I feel like you should have shifted before going for that bombard. Because now that's just gonna be an egg that you have to deal with. Please get... Okay, okay. Alright. Perfect. Never mind. We're good, we're good. Okay. Flesh immediately noticing that square getting claimed. Yeah, I didn't see any cherries here. back into Ninpak for Flesh. Or no, they've traded games, because Frank was in... Frank was in Ninpak before. So, now Frank making a dip into Campanella 2, going for 6 items. You know, it's at the start of the run, you can risk this. If it goes well, great. A bunch of extra free money to start with. And if it goes poorly, you just reset. I don't hate the play. Yeah. If you're gonna have it happen anytime, having it be like the very first door you open is probably the best time to run into it. If I run into that a little bit after I've already gotten an item or two, that's... Ooh, oh no. Youch. Okay. Well, back into it. On a bit of a timer, though. So, this... As long as Flesh doesn't drop this... Oh, yeah, it is 11 to 11 right now. Advantage to Flesh. This is so exciting. I'm just... Yeah, both players are making a pretty strong showing right now. Yeah, I really need to get chat up on this for the next time that I cast this. I've got another match that I'll be doing tomorrow, so I'll make sure I get that up. But a lot of love from the other bingo competitors going on right now. Picking up a lot of points, get those balloons. Moving into Burrows 2 for Frank. Yeah, I love seeing Campanella 2 show up. It's definitely one of those games where it can be very mean, and yet it's still definitely one of my favorites from the collection. Oh no! Unfortunate death there on Ninpak. Still has a lot of extra lives to work with, though. Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite goals as well, because it's just like, okay, cool, I get to play some chill Campanella too. Ooh, down to last life on Ninpak. Hopefully can grab a balloon or two before too much longer. Up to 2 items on Campanella 2. If Flesh takes another death here, that is definitely going to give Frank a lot more wiggle room to pull back into grabbing that 12th. That 12th bingo square. And yeah, chill Campanella 2, aka not attempting to speedrun. I attempted to speedrun the cherry for a while. I could never get... I got so many runs to Propelia and then just died. So having upgrades... Okay, here we go. We got a balloon. We have a little bit of backup now. Now we just gotta play really safe. Meanwhile, down in Campanella 2, Frank about to clean up Burrows. We'll see which direction we're going. Yeah, Campanella 2 cherry speedruns are like you're probably just not going to finish. And then when you do, that's like a pretty decent time, just by nature of finishing. But it's hard to, like, really feel out how long it's gonna take before you've finished a run. Okay, going into the woods, we're gonna be looking for a shop, which we found, and a friendship bracelet. Get that triple shot. Or the fuel. The fuel is good. Actually, yeah, the fuel is nice, just to add that extra consistency. 4 items now. Friendship bracelet. Yeah, but Flesh staying alive. Yeah, I actually do agree with the Fuel Vampire now that I'm thinking about it. I really do like the triple shot, but we can probably get that for free later. And, you know what? We're just looking to get items right now. And staying alive, not running out of fuel, is way more important for consistency's sake. Yeah. I agree. I had a lapse of judgment. I saw the triple shot and I'm like, yeah! Frank playing really, really well in Campanella too right now. Still full HP, has the bracelet, like... Might be picking up a triple shot here? Nope, okay. Sage room. If we can find the cursed room... Okay. We found the run and gun section. Should be able to find a power-up here. I think that'll be the hover boots here? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is so close! If Frank retakes advantage here, and then Flesh finishes, it is going to be a race to see if anyone can get the 4 cherry discs, but I think that might just be a little bit too tight. Also, no item to be able to grab, so never mind. That's rough. Did we pick up... Should be able to grab... Okay, we did not grab the shop item yet. Making sure to clear out that shot before going into the shop. Very smart play. Just grab an item and go. This is so close. Yeah, that luck. No. I thought that one had the hover boots. Okay, so Flesh should be able to clear this one out. Woods 1 has the boots. Oh no! I think this secures it for Flesh. Unless... Oh no! Oh no, jumps out of ghost form! Last life! Oh no! This is a nail biter now. Cannot take another hit. No! Oh, no! Oh, no! That is heartbreaking. Both players taking a dive to Ninpeck. Flesh understandably debating if it might be smarter to drop out for another game, but thinking about it for a moment and realizing, no, gotta go back into Ninpeck. Pardon me for a moment, just making sure. And there's Campanella too. Frank with advantage. Okay. Flesh calling GG. Let me make sure I have Discord audio. Flesh has forfeit. I'll keep the timer running for just a moment here. I need to get Discord audio going for my, Okay, Discord. Okay, I should have Discord audio coming. Yeah, so if Flesh were to come back on this one, Flesh would need to get both the gold disc and then 4 cherries. Yeah. What an exciting race. That was so much back and forth. Oh, whoops, I think I caught the wrong window now that I think about it. Let me make sure. No, that should be good. I think Frank hasn't quite seen. I'm gonna double check the match chat real quick. Okay, no. Yeah, so the conversation happened in the bingo chat, so... Yeah. There's not enough time to pull back because you would need to get 4 cherry discs. It really just came down to that final kill on Ninpak.
Hello.
Hello. GG's. That was a really heartbreaking death on Ninpak.
Yes. So I'm very sad.
Yeah. I think if you had just camped out in ghost form in front of it, you would have had it.
Yeah, I don't know how long it will take, like, because I know at some point you just get back to human form and I didn't want to waste, like, too much time, and I don't know how much HP the boss has, but I was thinking about doing that more. Yes. Maybe I should have.
Yeah, if you do have that happen, I'm pretty sure, regardless of how much HP it has, you should be able to get in and finish it off. Maybe that's wrong. Spoody's here.
I mean, I had,
might be able
like,
to
only
correct me
2
on that.
lives, so only 2 ghost forms.
Yeah. You can get a lot of really quick damage, but yeah,
That's true.
If it's not something you've done a bunch before, then let's, like...
I shouldn't have, like, been with that little lives to begin with.
Yeah, you did a really good job of staying alive once you hit 0 lives and clawed back another couple of them. Like, that was a really impressive recovery. Frank looks to be a little too...
I cannot really I cannot really. I'm like just. I'm.
Yeah.
I'm just a broken person. I cannot really like.
You did a really good job in this race, though. That was a very exciting back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
You got that really early snipe on Campanella 2 as well. Or Campanella 3, rather. You went into Velgris,
Mm-hmm.
got your 50 coins, and Frank started with Campanella 3 and took a death on the boss. And so after you had gone into Velgris, gotten that, you jumped into Campanella 3 and managed to take that before Frank had managed to get back to the bonus game.
Oh, okay. I'm just like, the beginning went so good for me. I feel like I should have won this because I also got Frank to do what I wanted him to do one of the 2 slows in row 5. Block
Yeah.
me while I do other things.
Yeah, you baited
And I
into
struggled
girl
so much
power.
with Campanella too, and I feel like Mini Max wasn't like the quickest, but I didn't like that was like the fastest way I could think of in my head. I've never done this goal before.
Yeah.
And then he just got so many quick goals in succession. I was like struggling again. It was.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just very, very sad right now. It's like insane how sad I am.
Very understandable. But I will confirm that you did a really good job on this race.
Yeah, I know. Thank you.
Frank is very much still in the Ninpek zone right now.
Yeah, he's probably not like he didn't read it that I gave up. But the sort of thing was in the end, it's like the first person who makes the last point wins, right?
Yeah.
So I was hoping to get like Valbrus before he gets Bug Hunter because I was thinking he wasn't Bug Hunter.
Right.
For various reasons, like he was probably trying to get the bingo done in
Yeah.
row 4 before I sniped it with the top 3 arcades.
Yeah.
So I get Valbrus, and it is like a relatively quick goal. I was so happy that I was before him, and I don't know why I went into Bug Hunter. It makes like so much sense that he's in Bug Hunter. If I would have just gone for an impact, and if I would have just beaten the boss, I would have been ahead because unless he has like already like 2 cherries or something, I don't think we can make 4 cherries.
Yeah,
in, like,
neither
this
of
time.
you had any cherries, so it was basically whoever got the 12th point. Down to 0 lives here, so it doesn't even have any ghost forms to work with right now. We'll see if, Frank manages to clear this. Nope,
Oh,
not
no,
quite.
he also didn't.
Okay. I think it's probably pretty... Oh, we got terminal code, what are we getting?
Ninpacked.
Ninpack exclamation points. Alright, I'm good. And then we have
I was so incredibly sad when I died there. I literally
Yeah.
I wanted to cry, I feel like. I'm so oh man, I'm so upset with myself. I could have won this.
That was so close. GG's.
Hello. Yeah, GG.
So the final score
Wait,
here...
I also died on the Ninpack boss like maybe a minute before you did the Campanella 2 goal at the end.
Yeah.
If I didn't die, I would have, won the board.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we make like 4 cherries in like 10 minutes or what it was.
Yeah, you were just a little bit ahead of the Campanella's 2 6 items. So if that kill had gone through, that would have been the Ninpek gold disc just before the 6 items.
Mm-hmm.
and then you would have had a very, very limited time to try and grab 4 cherry discs.
Like, are you confident? What are your quick cherries you know you can get?
Oh, I mean, I've had 0 cherries, so I was nowhere close on that.
Yeah, but I think, like, theoretically, if you're... No, I don't even think if you're, like, literal god gamer, and if you take, like, all the world records of the 4 quickest cherries, it probably is, like, super close then to, right?
Yeah, it might have been, like, barely possible, but it would have been so tight even if it was.
Yeah, I think if I were just rushing 4 cherries, it would probably take me at least 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Same. And then you have to bet, like, you don't die in Milgras, for example.
Right.
Yeah. And you can die every time in that game.
Yeah.
Oh man, the start was brutal.
Yeah.
I died on Galbrain, like I just wasn't warmed up, and I died on Galbrain, and then you sniped me on that for your second goal. So I was pretty tilted there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the start, there were, like, a really good number of lead changes, because, like, Flesh took a really, really commanding start, but then, Frank, with just that Waldorf's journey square, you blocked off a lot of bingo opportunities, and then started taking a lot of board space back with a lot of quick goals.
Yeah. Yeah,
So, only thing I wanted to say, to be fair, after like getting the 3 goals in row 5, I wanted to just get like a lead on the general goals and do like combinations with them and do like maybe the quick goals that are left.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently I didn't take enough quick goals, and after you did like one of the slow goals in row 5, I was like so far behind again. I also died like a lot of times in Campanella 2, which was like really, really sad. If that didn't happen, I think I would have been fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, you fought really, really well back. I was like, okay, I'm 6-3 or like 4-2, and you're like probably on the super slow either Nimpick or Girl Power, which is like both are like closer to 10 minutes of time investment than like 2 minutes, right? Like the quick goals. So I can get a lead here, and man, you just crawled it back, and then I died at the impact. It's I'm so sad. I'm sorry, but I'm just very sad with myself.
Yeah. I tried Ninpak a couple of times earlier. I died in Ninpak like 4 or 5 times. It was absurd.
I actually thought you died in Ninpak. I really thought you did die in Ninpak. Because I was like a bit surprised that you did the girl power goal, which I think is... personally, I think it's harder. It might even be slower than Ninpak, but Ninpak is also long, to be fair.
Fist Hell was definitely a bit of a blocker for a while.
Yeah,
but...
Fist Hell, that is the only part of that goal that I cannot do. So I was not really betting on doing row 5 bingo. I just wanted to play defense, and apparently I played too bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I started on Ninpak and I was doing really terribly, and then I was just like, man, if he started Ninpak, I have no chance here. But since I know he already did Magic Gardening, maybe he thinks that I wouldn't go for Girl Power, so I'll go for Girl Power. You know, it's like trying to mind game it while you were off doing totally other things.
I mean, for me, it was like really the mind game of, hey, look at my row 5. You have to play defense here. I take like minion max. I take the increased HP. I kill some bosses. I also took like some unnecessary deaths. So first, when I did Star Whisper for 2 boss kills and top 3 arcade leaderboard, I died so often that I didn't get enough points because I lost my point multiplier. So I was like down bad there. Then in Campanella 2, I died like twice in the Moyer 2 stage. It was terrible. In Camouflage, I struggled really hard with 70%. Yes. It's maybe, I don't know.
You did push through and
Blubbery.
get that.
Maybe tried Block Koala, but I've only just started this game on my casual file. Maybe do Rail Heist, but I'm not too confident there. Maybe do Mooncap, maybe do Combat Dance.
Yeah. At the beginning,
Yeah,
there was a really strong thread on row 5 and then column 2 as well. And then, you know, the start of the bottom left to top right, just by having that column 1, row 5 square.
Column 1. Oh, yeah, yeah. All right, I gotta get going.
Well, fantastic race again, both of you.
Yeah, good game. Thanks for playing, and thanks for casting, Karma.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll get the VOD up on YouTube a little bit later.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, GG's. Good luck with your other match.
GG's, you just played a tiny bit better, but we both struggled from what I've heard. So
Yeah, it was a bit of a struggle.
It is what it is.
All right.
See you around, and thank you for the commentary again.
Absolutely.
From me too.
All right. Thanks. Talk to you later.
Yep. Bye bye. I'm also heading off now. See you.
Bye. All right. I am out of the Discord call now, so let me see what's going on right now. Oh, right, I was the second match of 2 today. Well, that were going on very in quick succession. I feel like I should send this somewhere. But I think I might just cut stream here. I will get up a VOD on my YouTube channel and put that in the bingo chat. Thank you all for being here. And take care.